In the quiet suburb of Oak Ridge, where maple trees lined the streets and neighbors waved hello without a second thought, Mr. Jerry Thompson and his wife Kelly lived a life that seemed straight out of a feel-good novel. Jerry, a 52-year-old accountant with a penchant for classic cars, had just restored a vintage Mustang, and Kelly, a 48-year-old schoolteacher known for her infectious smile, was planning their dream vacation to the Italian countryside. On that fateful Friday night in June 2018, they hosted a small dinner party for close friends at their cozy two-story home. Laughter echoed through the rooms as they shared stories over homemade lasagna and red wine. Jerry raised a toast to their 25th anniversary coming up, and Kelly beamed, her eyes sparkling under the chandelier light. As the guests left around 10 p.m., waving goodbye from the driveway, no one could have imagined that this ordinary evening would mark the beginning of a mystery that would grip the nation. Jerry and Kelly locked the door, turned off the lights, and headed upstairs, or so it seemed. But by morning, they were gone, their home eerily silent, the Mustang still parked in the garage. The front door was unlocked, a half-empty coffee mug sat on the kitchen counter, and their phones were left behind, charging on the nightstand. What started as a welfare check by a concerned neighbor quickly escalated into a full-scale disappearance case. Detectives arrived, combing the scene for clues, but the house revealed no signs of struggle, no broken windows, no bloodstains, just an unsettling void where a happy couple should have been. The next morning, Saturday, dawned bright and unassuming. Kelly's sister, Sarah, who lived just a few blocks away, grew worried when her usual 9 a.m. call went unanswered. She drove over, knocking repeatedly before letting herself in with the spare key. The house felt wrong, too still, too empty. Upstairs, the bed was neatly made, as if no one had slept in it. Sarah's heart raced as she dialed 911, her voice trembling. Police officers arrived within minutes, securing the scene. Lead Detective Maria Lopez, a seasoned investigator with 15 years on the force, took charge. She noted the unlocked door and the abandoned phones, which pinged no recent activity after 11 p.m. the night before. Friends from the dinner party were interviewed. They recalled nothing unusual. Jerry had seemed upbeat about a recent promotion, and Kelly mentioned excitement over a new book club. But a deeper look revealed subtle anomalies. Jerry's wallet was missing, though Kelly's purse lay on the hallway table, contents intact. Neighbors reported hearing a car idling around midnight, but dismissed it as routine traffic. As word spread, the community rallied, posting flyers and organizing search parties in nearby woods and parks. Media outlets picked up the story, dubbing it the Midnight Vanishing, and speculation ran wild. Was it a random abduction, a planned escape, or something more sinister? Detective Lopez vowed to uncover the truth, but as hours turned to days, hope began to fade. As the investigation deepened, detectives delved into Jerry and Kelly's backgrounds, searching for any cracks in their idyllic facade. Jerry had grown up in a working-class family, excelling in numbers from a young age, building a stable career at a local firm. Kelly, an only child from a nearby town, pursued education with passion, inspiring countless students over 2 decades. Their marriage appeared rock solid, no reports of arguments, no financial woes on the surface. But bank records showed unusual withdrawals, $5,000 cash taken out by Jerry 2 weeks prior, unexplained. Friends whispered about Kelly's recent stress, rumors of a difficult student case at school. A search of their home computer revealed benign searches, vacation spots, car parts, but one odd query: how to disappear without a trace. Was it a joke or a clue? Family members were polygraphed. Sarah passed, but Jerry's brother mentioned a long-ago family feud over inheritance. The case drew national attention, with true crime podcasters theorizing foul play. Detective Lopez followed a lead to Jerry's office, where a colleague recalled him mentioning a surprise for Kelly, but nothing more. As volunteers scoured rivers and fields, a chilling discovery emerged. Kelly's necklace, a silver locket with their wedding photo, found snagged on a bush near the backyard fence. Had they fled or been taken? Attention turned to the neighbors, particularly Mark Ellis, a reclusive mechanic living next door. Mark, 45, had a history of minor disputes, once arguing with Jerry over a property line. Witnesses saw him outside late that night, tinkering with his truck. When questioned, Mark was evasive, claiming he heard nothing unusual. His alibi? Alone at home, watching TV. A search warrant revealed tools in his garage that could have been used for forced entry, but no direct evidence. Community gossip painted him as odd, a loner with a temper. Meanwhile, Kelly's students organized a vigil, lighting candles and sharing memories of her kindness. Detective Lopez pressed Mark harder, uncovering a past conviction for theft. He denied involvement, but his sweaty palms and shifting eyes raised flags. As tips flooded the hotline, sightings in nearby states, anonymous claims of seeing the couple arguing, investigators chased shadows. A breakthrough came when a doorbell camera from across the street captured a blurry figure near the Thompsons' home at 11:30 p.m. Was it Mark or someone else? The tension mounted, with the town on edge, doors locked tighter than ever. Diving into finances, detectives uncovered discrepancies. Jerry's firm audited accounts revealing embezzlement, small sums siphoned over years, totaling $50,000. Was Jerry the culprit or framed? Kelly's school records showed her accessing funds for supplies, but receipts were missing. A forensic accountant joined the team, tracing the money to offshore accounts. Speculation arose. Had they staged their disappearance to flee debts? But friends insisted they were honest. A tip led to a storage unit rented under Jerry's name, containing boxes of old documents and a safe. Inside, passports, cash, and a map marked with routes to Mexico. Heartbreakingly, Kelly's journal was found, entries detailing worries about Jerry's secrets. Detective Lopez theorized a voluntary vanishing, but the locket suggested otherwise. Media frenzy intensified, with experts debating on TV. Search dogs hit on scents leading to a nearby river, but dives yielded nothing. As weeks passed, hope waned, but Lopez remained determined, piecing together a puzzle that grew more complex. 3 weeks in, an anonymous call changed everything. A muffled voice claimed to have seen Jerry and Kelly at a motel 200 miles away, arguing with a man in a black SUV. Detectives raced there, reviewing security footage. Grainy images showed a couple resembling them checking in under false names, but by arrival, they were gone. The tipster's number traced to a burner phone, unhelpful. This sparked a multi-state manhunt with billboards pleading for information. Kelly's family appeared on news shows, tearfully begging for their return. Meanwhile, online sleuths dissected clues, some helpful, others wild. Detective Lopez followed the SUV lead, linking it to a rental company. The renter, an alias tied to Jerry's brother, igniting family suspicions. Interrogations heated up, but no confessions. A second tip mentioned hearing cries from a warehouse district. Raids found nothing, but tension built. The case felt alive again, pulsing with possibility. Jerry's brother Tom cracked under pressure. He admitted to a loan from Jerry, unpaid, leading to threats, but he swore innocence in the vanishing. Deeper digs uncovered Kelly's adoption. Her biological father, a convicted fraudster, had contacted her months prior, demanding money. Was blackmail involved? Sarah recalled Kelly's unease about old ghosts. Detectives tracked the father, finding him in prison, alibi solid, but letters exchanged hinted at extortion. The plot thickened. Perhaps Jerry withdrew cash to pay him off. Community support swelled, with fundraisers for search efforts. Lopez connected dots to a business associate of Jerry's who owed money. Interviews revealed grudges. As summer faded, a psychic offered visions, dismissed but noted. The investigation expanded, FBI involved for potential interstate crime. A month later, a hiker found Jerry's wallet in woods 50 miles away, cards intact but cash gone. Inside, a note, "Forgive me, K." Handwriting analysis confirmed Jerry's. Suicide theory emerged, but no body. Searches intensified, helicopters buzzing overhead. Media dubbed it the Forest Enigma. Detective Lopez revisited the home, finding a hidden compartment in the Mustang, maps, water bottles, suggesting preparation. A neighbor's dash cam captured the idling car, license plate partial but traced to a stolen vehicle. Owner, Mark Ellis's cousin. Arrest warrants issued. Mark fled, sparking a chase. Captured, he confessed to watching the house but nothing more. Alibi holes appeared. The case pivoted, suspicion mounting. With Mark in custody, interrogations yielded little, but phone records showed calls to an unknown number night of disappearance, traced to a burner in a distant city. FBI agents mobilized, raiding a safe house. Empty, but clues, receipts for 2 plane tickets. Were Jerry and Kelly alive, on the run? Theories shifted to coerced flight. Kelly's best friend recalled her mentioning a Plan B for safety. Online forums buzzed with sightings. Lopez followed leads to a border town, interviewing locals. A waitress recognized them from photos, saying they seemed scared. Pursuit intensified, borders alerted. Drama unfolded on live TV. Nation riveted. A shocking twist. DNA from the locket showed not just Kelly's hair, but a stranger's. Lab results pointed to a known kidnapper, Victor Hale, with a history of ransom schemes. Hale's whereabouts? Unknown, but linked to the black SUV. Raids on his associates uncovered plans for high-profile abductions. Motive? Jerry's embezzled funds, perhaps targeted. Family relieved. Foul play confirmed. Search widened. International alerts. An encrypted email to Sarah demanded $100,000 for their release. FBI set a trap, but Hale evaded. Clues led to an abandoned factory. SWAT prepared, hearts pounding. The email detailed drop instructions, a park bench at midnight. FBI wired Sarah, monitoring closely. Drop made, but no pickup. Decoy? Surveillance caught a figure, chased but lost. Analysis showed Hale's fingerprint on a wrapper left behind. His profile? Ex-military, cunning. Media blackout imposed to protect. Kelly's students sent letters of hope, touching investigators. Lopez pieced Hale's network, arresting accomplices. One talked. Jerry and Kelly held in a remote cabin. Coordinates obtained. Rescue op launched at dawn. Tension electric. Helicopters circled the misty mountain cabin. SWAT breached, finding signs of recent occupation, food wrappers, restraints, but empty. Tracks led deeper into woods. Dogs followed, discovering a hidden bunker. Gunfire erupted. Hale ambushed. Agents returned fire, wounding him. Inside, Jerry and Kelly, bound but alive, dehydrated yet resilient. Medics rushed in. Reunion tearful, family flown in. Hale captured, confessing to kidnapping for ransom, targeting Jerry's wealth. Motive? Revenge from a past deal gone sour. Jerry and Kelly emerged, weak but smiling, hugging rescuers. Hospital checks confirmed minor injuries. Statements detailed the ordeal. Abducted at gunpoint, driven hours, held for weeks. They praised each other's strength, Jerry's calm, Kelly's hope. Communities celebrated, parades planned. Hale's trial loomed, evidence overwhelming. Families bonded closer, scars healing. Lopez promoted for her tenacity. Flashbacks reconstructed. Hale, disguised, entered via unlocked door post-party, threatened them, forced into SUV. Wallet dropped during struggle, notes scribbled in haste. Locket torn off. They endured isolation, plotting escape mentally. Hale's greed his downfall. Email traced via sloppiness. Investigators filled gaps, closing the case. Courtroom packed. Hale pleaded not guilty. Prosecution presented evidence, DNA, witnesses, confessions. Defense claimed coercion, but jury unmoved. Jerry testified bravely, Kelly eloquently. Verdict, guilty, life sentence. Justice served, closure felt. Post-trial, Jerry and Kelly rebuilt. Therapy helped process trauma. They traveled to Italy, fulfilling dreams. Community honored them. School named a wing after Kelly. Lopez reflected on perseverance's power. Oak Ridge transformed. Neighborhood watches formed. Awareness raised. Fundraisers supported victims. Jerry wrote a book, proceeds to charities. Kelly resumed teaching, inspiring resilience. The case taught vigilance, trust in instincts. Detectives trained on similar scenarios. Families emphasized communication. Hale's network dismantled, preventing future crimes. Years later, Jerry and Kelly thrived, grandkids visiting. They advocated for missing persons, turning pain to purpose. Friendship with Lopez endured. In the end, what began as a night of terror ended in triumph. The vanishing unraveled, lives restored. It reminds us, darkness yields to light, justice prevails. Jerry and Kelly's story endures, a beacon of victory over adversity.